Happy 40th birthday to me, to this guy. And yes, it takes a certain balance of both humility and vanity to be able to wear this shirt. That's the way I've been explaining it. It's funny because calling yourself awesome, that's funny, and saying, I look awesome for 40, that's funny. And I'm also gonna be wearing this shirt later today, level 40 complete. So it's funny because for lunch, I'm actually going to this Mexican restaurant where it's tradition that if it's your birthday, they bring by this sopapilla, this Mexican dessert, and they like pie face you with it. So I'm like, well, I'll have this and then get that, dirty. And then tonight I'm going to an Irish pub that actually serves German food. And so I'll maybe wear that one there. So yes, a third of my DNA is Spanish and a third of it's German. So that makes sense that if I'm gonna go out for 2 meals, I'd go to Mexican and I'd go to an Irish one that happens to specifically have German food. What I wanna say though, this is my epiphany as far as on the dawning of my 40th birthday. I feel that, say in my 20s, the questions I was asking in life was more like, who and what, when, and then in my 30s it sort of switched over to where and how. But now in my 40s, those questions are ultimately answered. I've got those things figured out. So now it switches over to the question, why? And yes, I guess I should put a link in this video because I did just a few days ago write and record a song on my channel here called Why, which addresses that. If you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs pyramid, basically as you get through the different levels of life, eventually all your basic needs are met and even your immediate, and then you get to the top, it's the self-actualization stage, which is another word for it is that whole midlife crisis or existential crisis, which I've been encountering over the last couple of years. But I feel that part of the reason I'm so happy to be 40 is because I'm in a healthy place in all of that journey. I feel it's a well-kept secret that, at least for me, and a lot of people I've talked to actually though, turning 40 means that you suddenly don't have to worry about stuff as much like you used to. You don't let things bother you. You realize what does matter and what doesn't, and you focus your attention and emotions accordingly. So man, I am loving 40. This is day number 1 of it. And it's one of those things, it's not just that, oh, if only I knew these things back when I was younger. It's also too, though, I've lived enough life. I mean, think about this. I've been married nearly 13 years. I have 2 kids. The youngest one is turning 5 in a few days. So it's not like I'm waking up in the middle of the night with a crying baby and they're getting sick all the time in daycare, all that. I'm past all of that. So this is a very comfortable place in life. It's funny because on my work video call a couple weeks ago, the theme was, what's on your bucket list? And I was like, man, I've traveled the world. I've done so many things that people had on their list. So the thing on my bucket list was to not kick the bucket. I mean, for where I'm at in life, everything's come together. So I don't want to die. I don't want to lose what I have. This is a great place to be. And I think the years to come, I'm going to really be able to appreciate it that much more. This is how I feel on my 40th birthday. Your comments, they belong right here.